What you're looking at here is the delivery of gravel arriving here in Mactan Wharf. As you can see, the wharf will be where the fourth bridge of Mactan, Cebu will be built on. So this is behind the Island Central Mall here in Mactan, and as you can see, there is this delivery of the sand and gravel board the cargo ship. It's full of gravel. So in here in the wharf, you can see the second bridge of Mactan Cebu link right there. Also here you can see some of the urban settlers that built their houses right on the edge of the shorelines. They have their little small fishing boats with them that they use for catching fish. But this is the situation here. And right here is the delivery of gravel that can be placed here as they are getting ready for the fourth Mactan Cebu bridge. Asa dapit ang bridge, sir? Hindi, ang bridge nga ikaw pat ba? Katong padong sa Konsolasyon. Luyos may pisa?
Dito sa may Takan siguro na.
Takan? Takan di ay?
Paingon sa kwan na ba? Ang buhaya.
Dito di ay? Sa buhaya dapit?
May ilang istorya. Sa una diri kung ato na magkuha diri.
He's saying it's now transferred. Maigo. So it's now transferred. It's not gonna be here in... That was the first plan, but now it seems like there's so many establishments that will be affected. So they now transferred it in Buaya, the Mactan Cebu fourth bridge. But it will push through, but it will just transferred. Pero mahitabo dito siya, sir, no? Balhin lang.
Mamay ko ato dito kay dire daghan mga establishmento. Kani kuha na yung Marina Cebu.
Marina Cebu.
Nasa hapon nga kuan kani sa may Buramuto kuha. Na andito pa Marina mo no kani.
So it makuha gyud ang Mipsan.
Naman kapsada mo.
So it's like an open road that will affect some of the establishment and the export processing zone, mga house,
airport kay wa may
mga balay raman.
Balay raman.
So they will be transferring it in Barangay Buaya.
Buaya or
Sitio ba na?
Barangay ng
Buaya, no.
Buaya pero kanang Takan bro sa ko pa na sa
Ibo. It's somewhere after the MEPSA, that is Barangay Takan, after Barangay Ibo.
Kanang Takan sitio na siya, sakop mo na last na sakop sa
Ibo.
Yeah.
Sunod Buaya. So the boundary of Barangay Ibo and Buaya. Because you know where the beacon light of the airport is, there's that shoreline there where only residents can be seen living on the edge of the sea. That's where they're gonna transfer the Mactan side of the fourth bridge. Kanina para asa din ni sir?
Paso na siya man.
Agraba? Para gamiton dire? Agusan del Sur. So this is an order by someone creating a building here around this area in the wharf of Mactan. This is from Agusan del Sur. Graba bitaw sir.
Basta.
So it's gravel and sand, gravel on the front. Unsa na nila paghakot ana ron?
Nag-truck.
Aw.
May bako mamon ron.
So they're waiting for the digger, backhoe, and the dump truck to carry it over on the land.
Oh, tambak dia ay kurang mawana yung lapok. Ay pala be kay makuha ipakuha lang ko niya rin bako, ipaana ba?
So this is gonna be a big operation here. So on this side, left side as you're facing the Cebu Island, you can see all the settlers underneath the bridge.
Siguro kadaghan sa bridge nga ko ano.
Mao gyapon lagi. He's saying that how many bridge is gonna be Sakinan, how many bridges being built, traffic will always be the problem. Because the more the roads, the more vehicles. Sos. Tinood yun na, sir. I said it's true, sir, that the more roads you make, the more vehicles, especially now that the vehicles, no down payment pag yun, straight installment. So,
O kana sa una, nanggawas pa na, samot na kadaghang sakyanan ron.
Mao.
Daghan namang mga kuan kumpanya nga kuan sa Toyota, Nissan, kanang mga kuan.
Especially now that the car companies are just giving you no down payment, straight direct installment. Kani unsa ni nga nilang balay diri? Sitio unsa ni sila?
Santa Maria.
Santa Maria. So these urban settlers here belong to Sitio Santa Maria.
Posok Santa Maria.
Kuyawa ni nila og bagyo sir. Uy. Lupad.
Di man kayo man di man siya pa.
Because I was saying that it will be so dangerous for them when it's real storm. Pero kusog jud siguro sir. Uy. Evacuate ni sila.
Bakit yun? Ako katong bagyo sa nakatong Yolanda. Evacuate pa sa eskwelahan.
So all of them is transferred to the elementary schools, the schools, when there's strong storms. But usually because they're behind, not facing the Pacific, it's not so much of a danger. It's just that some of the shanties will be blown away, but not all of them. Most of them are safely tucked in. Just the shaking.
Kung kana ibalit pa na ito, at least mga 4-5 katubok sa ibutan ha.
Okay, amazing kay tan-awon sir. This is one of the realities here. They do live in the city, but they're living on the edge of the sea. They have their own little community as they go along, like pathways that they built towards their houses, towards their neighbors, right on top of the water. And you already can imagine where's gonna be their septic tanks, sewerage water, straight onto the water. Now, at the other side of the wharf is where you find the contrast of this area. These are all the poor people, and that's the Yachts Club. Diba? Yachts Club.
Oh, Yachts Club.
Mga dato, pobre. Mga kung giingon ba? Contrast kay sir. Mga tuo, dato, dito, pobre. So, on the other side, contrast is the Yachts Club, the Millionaires Club.
Oh, mga milyonaryo gina.
Lagi. The Millionaires Club is on the right side. You can see their yachts being parked here. And they got restaurants. So this is also where you hire the boat going to Camotes Island. They are going to the Camotes on certain hours. So you can hire it here, right in the shore of Mactan Wharf, behind the Island Mall. Another new here is the Bucket Shrimp Restaurant. Up there you can see it. There on the container design restaurant overlooking the sea is the Bucket Shrimp. It's like you have a kilo of shrimp, half a kilo of shrimp cooked in butter, garlic, or the 5 or 6 types of cooking that they do. So this is just behind Island Mall. You're free to come here, just pay your parking fee, but it's quite nice to have a look here. You can even walk here on this platform and look at all these millionaires' yachts and view of Cebu City North. You can hear the generator of that Bucket Shrimp. So are they not having a electric connection? Over here I see a few people here before that's fishing. They're conventional fishing. So this is the wharf here in Mactan, Cebu. This is the Bucket Shrimp restaurant that you can see up there. You can dine up or you can dine down here. Now it seems like this boat is standby for the moment because the ticket office here, ticket booth for going to Camotes is actually closed. So they must have suspended this boat going there. Perhaps it's not enough passenger going there as of the moment for them to be able to make a profit. So they still got another deck there of the Bucket Shrimp above on the top of that orange container. So that's Bucket Shrimp Wharf because this is the Mactan Wharf. So those are the yachts of the millionaires around Cebu. And let's have a look. This is the menu of Bucket Shrimp. Seafood bucket, shrimp, saucy crab. So if you like seafood, you need to try this dining here in Bucket Shrimp. Tanawa ko, sir, ha? Good morning, sir. Good afternoon na day, sir. You can dine on this. And look at all these yachts. And the catamarans. This is the Bucket Shrimp Wharf. And you got a different view of the Cebu City North Line from here. You can see it there. I could see Marco Polo and city lights from here. How about my castle from here? It must be somewhere there, but it's so cloudy I can't see it. It's on the top of that hill where they're quarrying. That's Pristina North, so I'll be on the next hill. So it's me somewhere straight on to this camera. So the calm waters is here, but sometimes it just suddenly blows. So I'm giving you a good look, and I've noticed the Spice, my favorite Indian restaurant, is right up there. I will have a look there. So this is another restaurant for you to try. Is the Bucket Shrimp. It's not very expensive, but you got an exotic dining experience here in the wharf view from Mactan. You're looking at the sea view. You're looking at the skyline view of Cebu. And if you want like fine dining, they also have another restaurant there. I don't know what's the name, but that's fine dining there. So this is all the yachts. You can actually hire them. I remember we're hiring when some of Old B's relative visited us once, and we hired one of these yachts here, and we went out fishing for blue marlin out on the open sea. I can't remember how much we have paid for that. That was quite some time ago now, before I have my channel. So I know that you can hire some of the boats here just for a fishing trip, because that my brother-in-law is really into fishing, and he wants to try fishing here in Cebu. So the safest way before, of course, I cannot take him fishing on ordinary boats. So that was before I was like, oh, needs to be safe because they're foreigners. If I know now, I'll take him to those wooden boats. So you can actually hire some of these big boats here, the catamarans, the whatever you can you fancy. They can be rented out for the day with the crew as well.